Good morning. Had a bit of a glitch this morning. Welcome. So happy that you're here. And I'm not sure if this is working. It's still doing the numbering. Uh, so good morning. Sorry, I was having some technical problems. I hope you're all safe and well on this beautiful Saturday morning in the Hudson Valley. And I'd like to continue to say thank you to all the essential workers, the healthcare workers, the police officers, the firemen, the people working in the supermarkets and so on, the people that pick up our garbage. Thank you for all that you're doing so that we're all safe and sound at home and doing what we can do to keep you safe. So welcome to my 7th live Facebook story time. So I'm so happy that you're here today. And I'll be presenting one of my fellow authors from Guardian Angel Publishing, Michelle Nott's book, Dragon Amy's Flames. So a little bit about the author. Michelle Nott is a former teacher who has known many little and not so little dragons who just need some extra time to learn to control their flames. Dragon Amy's Flames is Michelle's second book, published by Guardian Angel Publishing. Her first book is entitled Freddie, Hoppy, and the Eyeglasses. Michelle enjoys visiting schools, libraries, and bookstores to talk to children about her books, crafting stories, and the life of a writer. After living over a decade in Belgium, Michelle currently resides with her husband and 2 daughters in North Carolina. And Casey Snyder is an honors graduate and the illustrator of this book, and she resides in Oregon. So a bit about the book. Amy's a little dragon with a big temper. When frustrated, she erupts. When confused, she fumes. And flame-throwing practice often ends in disasters. Will she be able to keep her flames under control in order to win a prize at the Dragon Day Fun Fair? Suggested age for the readers is 4 to 6 years old. So here we go. So here's the beautiful cover, illustrated by Casey Snyder. Amy was a little dragon with a big wish. She wanted to win a contest at the Dragon Day Fun Fair, no matter what. But often her nostrils flared too hot, her skin shriveled too tight, and her scales quivered too fast. Roar! Amy, watch your flames, warned her brother Drew. So what clever illustrations that are created. So let's proceed. Excuse me. After burning the bullseye again, Amy sulked into the cooking cave and mixed up her best biscuit recipe. Where's the egg, she wondered. She looked everywhere, but it was nowhere. Amy's scales quivered, her skin shriveled, her nostrils flared. Roar and sizzle. Amy, watch your flames, warned Mom. And there we go, her frustration. And let's proceed. Amy stomped into the play cave to create a collage. Why won't my scissors cut? She tried everything, but nothing worked. Amy's scales quivered, her skin shriveled, her nostrils flared. Roar and fizzle. Amy, watch your flames, warned Dad. So poor Amy seems to be getting a bit frustrated as to what is going on. So what do you think happens next? Let's see. Amy scowled on the way to the living cave and grabbed a pouch of her favorite rocks. Where's my sparkly stone, she wondered. She checked each one, but not one shined. Amy's scales quivered, her skin shriveled, her nostrils flared. Roar and shoo. Amy, watch your flames, cried Mom, Dad, and Drew. So everybody is asking Amy to please be more careful. So what do you think happens next? Let's see. But how? Amy wondered. Amy stacked up the hot rocks 1 by 2, 3, 4, 5. She counted, and her scales lay still. Then she took the stones down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She counted and her skin smoothed out. So let's see, there she is, where she was counting. So let's see what happens next now that her scales and skin have smoothed out. But when she gathered more stones than she could count, her nostrils smelled dinner. So she counted more, and now she smells Mom cooking dinner. At the table, Amy spilled her soup. She dropped her fork, her plate tipped over. Amy's scales quivered, her skin shriveled, her nostrils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amy counted, cooled down, and ate her meal. So how fun. Amy's learning to calm herself down through counting. At bedtime, Amy's fan brush fell onto the ground. Now, how adorable is that? Look at that fan brush. Looks very much like your toothbrush. Her wings caught behind a boulder. Her pajamas tore. Amy's scales quivered. Her skin. 1, 2, 3. Amy counted, cooled down, and fell asleep. So yet again, with Amy counting, it's calming her down. The next day, Amy flew out to play. She soared down the garden. She swooped toward the roof. She dove toward the sandpit. Wait for me, she shouted to Drew. Amy's scales. 1, 2. She counted, cooled down, and asked, "Can I practice with you?" See how her counting is calming her down quicker and quicker each time? "If you watch your flames," warned Drew. He said to join her. Amy's scales quivered a bit. Her skin shriveled a bit. Her nostrils flared. Sizzle, a spark flew too high. Fizzle, a flame fell too low. And then Amy's scales quivered. Her skin shriveled. Her nostrils flared. Roar and zing. Look at that. Because she's learning to calm down, she was able to hit directly on the target. "Great shot," cheered Mom, Dad, and Drew. Look how all excited they are and encouraging. The end. So you can find Michelle Nott, her books on Amazon, and her author website is www.authormichelle with 2 L's, Nott, NOTT.com, and to visit her and to see her other book as well. I thank you so kindly for joining me today, and next Saturday I'll be presenting another fellow author's picture book, which I will randomly select throughout the week. So I hope you all have an opportunity to get out in nature today, clear your mind a bit, get a good walk in, some exercise, and pick up a good book and sit in the shade leaning up against a tree, and you will certainly feel really invigorated. So enjoy. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.